right now. It's an ice maker. It's a portable ice maker. I literally own 3 of these. I have one on my little boat. I have 2 in my kitchen. Because I have 2 refrigerators. Doug, good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
I have 2 really nice refrigerators, and neither one of them make ice anymore, and of course the warranties are out.
How frustrating is that?
Very.
It's which colours do you own?
I have red, and then I have 2 of this color.
I've got one of those as well. They're fabulous, aren't they?
I love this thing, because, well, first of all, it's really hot.
Yeah,
Second of all, we all want a cold beverage. And third of all, you can take this anywhere. This happens to be one of the biggest that we offer, in that it's a 28-pound capacity.
Correct.
It even comes with a storage cover, which is a fun little thing. But it's also $40 off during the hottest part of the year. And watch how it makes ice literally in 6 minutes. 28 pounds in a 24-hour period. So if you want to stash ice, getting ready for the big gathering you're going to have, the backyard barbecue, I'm telling you what, you will love owning this. I personally am so passionate about it, and we're thrilled it's here at this price break. It's item 477079. So this is also something, David, is that it makes different sizes of ice cubes, correct?
Did you hear the one just start off there,
did.
the red one? Let me show you.
Okay.
This one is a small. I've set this one up for the small. I've set this one up for medium, and I believe we set the other ones up for large.
Okay.
So let me have a look. I just heard one dump there. So that is our small. I don't know if you can see there. I can show you that. We can get in close. There we go. And I love the small ones for the blending. So if you're doing a smoothie, a shake or something like that, the small one is perfect for that. Medium, I always tend to use the mediums more if I'm doing a nice coffee, if I'm doing, you know, like a soda or something like that, I'll always use it for that.
Yep.
And the larger ones, now, if you've got your fancy $20 bourbon or your whiskey at home, use that one for that one. Because
that's a good point.
You'll see that the technology has it that they've got a very small little indentation at the hole there. So what happens is the drink actually cools a lot quicker because the actual surface area of the ice is bigger.
So remind me on this one, because I have a different model. Do we just pour the ice or the water straight in?
I'll show you how it works. I've got some water here lined up for us.
It couldn't be easier, honestly.
It couldn't be easy. It's fabulous. So you just take the tray out.
Same as mine.
So you've got a reservoir in here as well. So what you'll do is you'll fill the water up to the reservoir. It says filter here, which is quite self-explanatory, I reckon. So that's what I would do. You basically pop the reservoir back in there, into the tray, and then if you can see on the front here, you've got very, very simple controls. You've got power here.
Small, medium, and
large.
Small,
medium, large. So you click through medium, large. I'll leave that one on the small. And then you've also got an ice one here, which will light up if your ice bucket is full.
Okay.
And then you've got add water. So it's all very self-explanatory. You pop that down. And this is the amazing part. This is what I love especially about this. Small ones tend to take about 6 to 8 minutes from the word go. So it's so simple. It's portable. You put it down. You don't need any drain lines. You don't need any sort of...
Good point.
Plug it in, leave it. Probably the first one would run about 4 or 5 minutes. And then it's perfect.
I love this thing so much.
Medium takes probably about 8 minutes, and the large ones tend to take maybe about 9 or 10 minutes.
And it just pumps one tray out after another, just like this. Watch this. And again, this is something that will, how many times are you in the middle of a party and all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, there's no ice. Friends are calling on their way. Can I get you anything? Yeah, stop by, pull over. We need a 20-pound bag of ice. You know, and then where do you put all that ice? Well, you know, it's just such a convenience to have this. Not that I use mine every single day. Watch this. But when I need it, it's there for me, and it just literally keeps filling up that tray over and over and over again, so everybody's got a nice cold beverage. You can make your morning smoothies. It's just a great, convenient thing to own. And by the way, $27.99, it's yours. You own it. Free shipping on this, too. And this isn't like a little thing to ship. In fact, it weighs 22 pounds.
22
pounds, it's a substantial piece.
Oh, it's a good, especially when it's filled with water as well, it obviously weighs a lot more. A little story, I just went up to North Carolina to a cabin.
Oh, nice.
And what we did is I took the family and some of my daughters took their friends, so there were 7 of us in the car, top of a mountain. We got there, it was quite late, no shops close by to get any ice and stuff like that. First thing I did, I took it with us. I took the ice machine with us.
Good for you.
Plugged it in. By the time we've offloaded the car, we had 2 batches of ice left.
Awesome.
We all sat down, and within 15 minutes, we were all drinking cold drinks.
There you go.
Which is good when you've got teenage kids, right? You've got to keep on the right side of the teenage kids.
No, it's great for any, like I've taken mine camping. I'm a tent camper.
Yeah.
I love my boat, but my boat, the refrigerator stinks. And my fridge at home, literally on the blink. It never produces ice. And of course, I can't even claim it under warranty because, and then
Did you ever
this.
use these?
Those are
back
disgusting.
in the day?
I mean, not disgusting, but they taste like whatever's in your freezer.
Yeah. I mean, in the old days, you'd fill it up and you'd walk over gingerly to the freezer, wouldn't you? Put it down, try to avoid the odd pea or the smell of the onion that's in there. I mean,
exactly.
The fact that these take within about 6 hours, you can get 10 pounds of ice, and over a 24-hour period, you'll get 28 pounds of ice.
That's a lot of ice. I can fill a huge cooler full of ice.
Sure.
And you know what, for fishermen, if you want to take this, literally put it out on a boat, because you know what, you're always going to replenish the ice supply. I love too how it's the cylindrical style with the hole in the middle. That's my personal favorite.
That's what makes it so quick, exactly. And it looks so good as well, doesn't it? So if you're trying to not necessarily impress someone, but if you're at a home and you're serving drinks, you want it to look nice. And these. Plus the fact they're very standalone. You know, you've got a nice kitchen at home, nice granite countertop. Obviously, the stainless steel will match with your regular appliances and
Almost
stuff. 500
gone already, you guys. You will love this thing. It's one of my personal favorites. Here's your silver. We also have this in this really pretty ice blue. We have white. We also have the candy apple red. Red, most popular. One payment and it's yours. It is truly something that every time I hear it unload that tray of ice, I'm like, yay!
And it comes with a cover as well.
Yes, it does.
It comes with a cover.
Remind everybody too, David, it doesn't require any kind of special lines or a filter line or anything.
It's very versatile and it's portable. So basically you'll just plug it into a regular outlet, wait, like I said, 8 to 9 minutes and you'll get your first batch of ice. So there is a little drain line, which I don't know if you can see on the side here, which you, just to drain it if you ever wanted to transport it.
Okay, so if there's
that's not a functional part of it.
You're right, so if there's any leftover water in there, you can drain it out here instead of turning it upside down. That's an upgrade.
Let's see if we've got some more ice in here as well. So let me see if I can get a different size for you guys. I think that's the medium size in there.
In 6 minutes, you guys will have a tray of ice. And then every 6 minutes, it'll pump out another tray of ice. And before you know it, you've got a whole bunch of ice ready to enjoy a cold beverage, make some margaritas, iced tea, whatever is your fancy or your favorite.
There's the larger size there, guys. I don't know if you can pick up on that.
Great. Good job.
So that's the larger size there. Obviously, my old man's clammy hands is making it melt, but it wouldn't normally melt. The larger ice, as I said before, is very functional and very useful if you're having a nice whiskey and you don't want it to melt. So this actually takes a long time to dissolve in the ice.
It's a very, very good point. So each one of these are just producing batch after batch after batch. And again, all you do is you pull that tray out, you fill it with water to the line it tells you. And that's it.
And go,
Close the lid.
Yeah, it's, like I say, there's a little function thing here. You've got your select here, so you can go from a small to medium to large. We set this one here, and then again, like I told you before, we've got a little button here for the ice and when the tray's full, and we've also got the water full as well. So.
You know how I first got introduced to this was through Suzanne Runyon, a host here. She has a boat, and I was spending a weekend on it, and I heard this sound. I'm like, what is that? And I go up and it's this one. It was not this model, but it was the stainless steel. And I'm like, what a brilliant idea.
Isn't it fantastic?
Fell in love with it. It's a workforce. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Really good job, David.
Thank you very much.
The item is 477-079, 477-079, stainless, light blue, whiter.